You know, this has been a video I've been wanting to do for quite a while, and this has been one of the worst years I have ever experienced. So, finally, tomorrow is the last day of 2020. Thank God. This has been such an awful year with this pandemic, the COVID-19, the tragic death of Chadwick Boseman, Kobe Bryant, all those other celebrities, then the police brutalities and the Black Lives Matter movement, and then the goddamn wildfires in California and Australia and all the other bad things that have happened. Yeah, this has been one of the worst years ever. Like, 2016 was a bad year, but looking back at 2016, I know I'm going to get a lot of disagreements on it. It was a bad year, but it wasn't as horrible as 2020. But this year, man, it has been the worst. And of all the bad things that have happened this year, sadly, what I'm disappointed in 2020 was Anime Expo. Now, let's be real, a lot of conventions were canceled this year. And because of the pandemic, who knows when conventions will be back up again. I had big plans for Anime Expo. I invited a friend that I know from college, which I will never mention his name. We've been friends for a while, and this is our first time, him and I together, we're going to Anime Expo together, and he's going to invite his friend over to come with us. But ever since this pandemic started, we were just so disappointed that we didn't go to have the chance to go to Anime Expo together. But thankfully, we got our money back, and then, Anime Expo did a lot of refunds for people's next year's event. But I have to admit, this has been such a terrible and disappointing year. And thankfully, I know a lot of people are struggling right now because of this pandemic, because of people can't afford their bills, people can't afford to pay their rent, people lost their jobs. It's just terrible right now. Thankfully, I still have my job, and thankfully I still have a roof over my head and I still pay my bills on time. But yeah, it has been such an awful year, and if there's only... Now, this is just me. You can probably disagree with me. The only thing good happened in 2020 was, I'm going to say, The Dragon Prince, my favorite anime show on Netflix, is renewed for 4 more seasons. And Joe Biden won in the president election. Now, I just want to say this. I don't care about politics. Politics is not a subject I just don't really care about. I don't touch that subject. I'm not one of those anti-SJWs or this and that. I stay the hell away from politics because I just don't give a shit about politics. But as of me, at least I'm alive. Like, wear my mask every time I go out and stuff. But it still has been a terrible year. And who knows what 2021 is going to be like. It could be even worse than 2020. Hopefully not. Or it could be a good year. I mean, 2020 made me realize that you may never know what year could be a good year or a bad year. Because this year has been so bad, it's just makes me wonder, will 2021 be even worse than 2020? I mean, I'm hoping it isn't, but you may never know. So, yeah, what a terrible year this turned out. And as for me, for Anime Expo, hopefully, if things turn out better, I'm thinking about going to Anime Expo in 2022. Like, who knows when things could get a lot better, or who knows when this pandemic's going to be over with. I mean, I know they're making that vaccine and all, but who knows? But overall, this has been a terrible year, and I feel sorry for people who lost their jobs because of this pandemic. I know people lost their lives and close family members because of the COVID and shit, but I just want to say, be safe, beware of your surroundings, always wear a goddamn mask. I don't care if you're a person who say wearing a mask is not a big deal. Yes, it is. Always wear a mask. I don't care. If you don't want to wear a mask, then fuck you, you got COVID anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you guys have a great new year, and fuck 2020. Bye.